What is up, guys? It's your boy the baller here, and so today I'm back with another brand new video. So today in this video we're actually gonna be diving into why Tottenham Hotspur have actually chose the former Brentford manager Thomas Frank as their new manager. It's a big decision that actually signals a shift in direction for the club after sacking Ange Postecoglou after he had actually won them their first trophy since 2008. We'll look at the context before his appointment, what makes him the right fit for Tottenham Hotspur, and what he now needs to fix to change the mentality of the club. Plus, we'll also break down the key goals he should be aiming for in the short and long term. So, firstly, we have to understand why Spurs brought in Thomas Frank. So, we need to rewind a bit back into the past. So, Tottenham Hotspur have been searching for a new identity since Mauricio Pochettino after he left in 2019 after guiding them to their first Champions League final in their history. After that, the club went through a carousel of managers: Jose Mourinho, Nuno Espirito Santo, Antonio Conte, and most recently Ange Postecoglou. While each brought something different to the table for Tottenham Hotspur, none of them truly solved the club's core issues: inconsistency, a fragile defense, and the lack of a clear long-term strategy as a top football club in England. Under Conte, Spurs returned to the Champions League, but the football was often overly defensive and rigid. Postecoglou brought back attacking flair into the team with Son Heung-min leading the attack, but his high-risk style exposed serious defensive weaknesses and eventually cost them key games late in the season, and it eventually also cost him his job. The club's performances have often felt like short-term fixes rather than part of a stable project. Fans have grown frustrated, wanting a clear identity, a commitment to developing youth talents, and a manager who can unify the squad and make the most out of what they have. So enter Thomas Frank. Frank actually made his name with Brentford, where he helped them take them from a championship side to a respected mid-table Premier League team. But what really impressed people was how he did it, with smart recruitment, player development, tactical discipline, and team unity. He's also known for being a calm and intelligent leader. Brentford under Frank actually played high tempo, well organized football. They were never easy to beat, and they consistently overperformed relative to their budget. Tottenham actually see Frank as someone who can do three key things: rebuild the squad's mentality and identity, get the most out of underperforming players, and also lay the groundwork for long-term success, not just short-term results. So Thomas Frank's job won't be easy. There are several things that he'll need to fix quickly as the Tottenham Hotspur manager. Firstly, he needs to work on the club's defensive stability. Spurs have been conceding far too many goals, as last season they actually conceded the most number of goals in their club's history, if I'm not wrong. Frank will also need to organize the backline better and bring balance between defense and attack. Secondly, he has to work on the team's inconsistency. Spurs have often looked brilliant one week and completely lost the next. Frank's structured approach will aim to reduce those wild swings in performance. Thirdly, he has to work on the midfield control. The midfield in recent years has either lacked creativity or defensive cover since the days of Musa Dembele and Christian Eriksen. He'll also need to build a more balanced unit that can control games and protect the back four. Fourthly, he also has to revive the out-of-form players in the squad. Players such as Richarlison, Bissouma, and even Lo Celso haven't hit their full potential ever since they joined the club. Frank's ability to build trust and confidence in players will be key. Even though Lo Celso has actually left the club, I'm sorry guys, he actually left to Real Betis if I'm not wrong. So lastly he also has to create a tactical identity for the club. So Spurs have actually flip-flopped between reactive and possession-based football. Frank needs to build a clear style that fans and players can get behind so that they can be successful in not just in England but also in the European competitions. So now let's talk about the big question that many fans are talking about. What should Thomas Frank aim to achieve in his first few seasons at Tottenham? So firstly, let's talk about some short-term goals that he should aim for in his first season. So firstly, he should aim for a top 6 finish. Getting back into Europe, even if it's the Europa League, will be a big step forward and a sign that things are stabilizing after they finished 17 in the Premier League the previous season. Secondly, he has to implement a clear playing style with this Tottenham Hotspur team. Whether it's pressing, possession-based, or counter-attacking, fans need to see a more recognizable identity again, one that suits the players and gives them a more rigid structure. Thirdly, he has to also improve the defensive record. Cutting down goals conceded is non-negotiable. Spurs need to become hard to beat, especially in big away games and against bottom half sides. Fourthly, Thomas Frank should also bring through more youth players into their squad. Spurs have a strong academy with players such as Alfie Devine, Jamie Donnelly, and Mikey Moore could actually thrive under a manager who's proven to develop young talent as shown when he was the Brentford manager. Lastly, he also needs to get more from the current squad. Instead of a complete overhaul, Frank should focus on maximizing what he already has with the likes of Son Heung-min, Brennan Johnson, Christian Romero, and also Guglielmo Vicario, something that he did expertly at Brentford. So now we'll be talking about some medium-term goals which he should aim after the second season. Firstly, he should aim for Champions League qualification regularly. So by year 2, Spurs should be pushing hard for a top 4 spot. Frank's track record in the Premier League shows that he can overachieve with less. So with Spurs resources, that should be the minimum target for him. Secondly, he should also go for cup runs and silverware. Tottenham haven't won a trophy since 2008 until Ange Postecoglou won them the Europa League just last season. A strong run in the FA Cup or Carabao Cup will go a long way in building confidence and momentum in this Spurs team. Thirdly, he should also establish a balanced and competitive squad in both Europe and in England. He'll need to work with the recruitment team to build a squad that suits his system, young, hungry, technically solid, and he should also mix it with a bit of youth and experience. Lastly, he should also change the mentality in the dressing room. Spurs have often crumbled in high-pressure games, so Thomas Frank will need to instill a tougher, more resilient mindset in the players, something that he consistently did at Brentford. So, in conclusion, Thomas Frank might not be the flashiest appointment for Tottenham Hotspur, but he's exactly the kind of manager that Spurs need right now. Someone who can build for the future, unify the dressing room, and bring a structure to a club that has lacked it for years. If given the time and backing, Frank has the tools to make Tottenham competitive again. Maybe not instantly, but sustainably. So thank you guys for watching this video. If you guys enjoyed this breakdown, be sure to like, share, and drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you think is Thomas Frank the right man for Spurs? What do you expect from this new era? Let me know down below. So 감사합니다 guys for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And this week's shout out actually goes out to Ibnu, and I will see you guys in the next video. 감사합니다 guys for watching. Adios amigos. Peace.